got this brand new RC car, the Traxxas Stampede 4x4, and this is the reason why I bought it. The reason why I bought it is because it came with a charger and battery, and I will pull it out here for you guys. It's a 1/10 scale Traxxas. Comes with your pin and your clip to hold the battery in, and it comes with a nickel metal hydrate 3000 milliamp battery pack. It has the Titan T12 and the XL5 ESC, and I think it's a great truck. And the reason why I bought it is because it came with a battery and charger, and it was about. The 4x4 is of course going to be a little bit more expensive, but I thought I'd go with the 4x4 just so it can crawl over things and it's easier to drive, in my opinion. And it was about $400 to $500 for the 4x4. And the downside to this truck that I found is when you're taking it off jumps and you wreck it a little, the shocks tend to come off. And I learned that the hard way. And a fix that I did, you're going to want to get shock oil. I have that, I'll get there in a second. And I took thread tape and put it around the shock and then tightened the top very tight. They're just kind of loose, they flex easy, they slip off. And I will get some metal shock caps so that doesn't happen as often. So I definitely recommend getting that if you're going to. And the thing that I was a little bummed out when I bought it was it's a cigarette lighter, whatever it's called, DC or whatever, charger. And so I bought the 40-watt Traxxas converter power system, and really what you do is you just plug this into your house, like a standard house outlet, then plug this in here, plug this into the battery. Yes, it is a lot of steps, but this was about $50, $45 on Traxxas website, and on Amazon too as well. And another nice thing about this charger though is that you can take it on the road, you can charge it in your truck if you're going on the road. And it did not come with the wheelie bar. I put that on. You don't really need it, but it will pop wheelies at some point in time. And yeah, that's basically it for the truck. Comes with the remote, of course, 2.4 gigahertz TQ top converter. It comes with some stickers. I put some on the remote, I put some on the truck here. You can put them wherever. And then I got the red and blue body. I think that's probably personally my favorite. And another cool plus to it is you get these really cool LED lights. And yeah, that's basically a lot on the Traxxas Stampede 4x4. I personally really think it's nice, and I really like the truck, and I think it's really awesome, and I think you guys will too. I think we're going to go do a little rip in this video of it. I was just driving it around a little, and I ramped her off my box, didn't crash or anything, and right here I had thread tape on it, and it just pops right off. And so I'm a little disappointed about that. So that just shows why you really need those metal caps. And a big downside to that is that these plastic things right here, they have they're really small, and I was lucky enough for it to stick inside the cap so I didn't lose it, but they are very, very hard to find. And I've been very lucky to find them, but that's why you get those metal caps. And yeah, so we're gonna fix it. It's a pretty simple process. So And I didn't show you this bag of goodies, but it comes with a bag of stuff. And I gotta find, hold on here, I gotta find my tiny wrench. It's not that tiny, but you just take the biggest Allen key you have here, and you just not slowly, you can do as fast as you want. You just take the nut or the bolt out, and so you just take that out. Oh, come on. Oh, shit. And then you have your cap, and try not to lose that bolt like I did. I got it. Oh, come on. You might want to have a hand under it when you're doing it, because then they're hard to get out. Oh, come on. That's a rookie mistake right there. Okay, got it. And then there's that tiny washer. Here, I'll show you guys it. That little bugger right there, those are really hard to find too, so you want to have a hand or a tray or something under that. So then once you have that off, I'm going to take off this old thread tape because it was clearly not working the best. Sorry for the noise in the background, that's just my AC and it's very annoying. So then you're just going to take, this is 50, like whatever you call it, 50 shock oil. They recommend 30, but this is just some behind the camera that just gave me this, the guy behind the camera. And you fill it up basically to the top. So you just fill the shock to basically the top. And then you're gonna let it sit, and you're gonna wanna push it down and then like back up a couple times. And you're gonna wanna let it sit for a couple minutes. And if you shine a flashlight in there, you should be able to see the air bubbles, and you wanna make sure all those air bubbles are out. So then just wait a couple minutes. I don't think there's any air bubbles in there, but I'll just wait a couple seconds to see and wait. We'll be right back, and yeah. So I put some thread tape on here. I didn't use a whole piece. I took like a piece like this and then just ripped it in half basically, and wrapped it around. And then here's that plastic piece, and you stick it right in there. Make sure it's in there pretty good. Then you're just gonna take your cap and you're gonna push down basically like as hard as you can. You're just gonna screw it on. And once you get to this is the hard part. You kinda gotta push down your spring a little. Here, I'll just try squeezing it like this. And then you take your Allen key and you just spin it, or like tighten it as basically as tight as you can.
Not too tight.
And then you're going to take that screw and put it through here like before. Why isn't that going through? There. And then you're gonna have to take this washer. This is another hard part. You're gonna take that washer, you're gonna throw it over that screw, put it on there, and it goes screw, cap, washer. And then the one that it comes with is in the middle, so I just always have done the middle one, and then I just tighten it in there. And another thing is that the shocks normally only come apart at the back. I'm not 100% sure why, but I think the reason why they come undone in the first place is because the springs, the caps, they flex, so that doesn't help, but the springs, I don't know how to explain it really, but come on. But anyway, we'll be right back once I get this figured out. Jeez. Alright, so I got the screw finally in, and I'm just gonna tighten it. Pretty tight, not too tight, but pretty tight. And then, yeah, that's basically the fix of the RC car. And there will be oil spewing out on things, and you do want to clean that up, but I don't have a towel on with me, so I guess we'll just rip it as it is. And yeah, that's how you fix that shock. And they tend to happen, like I said, they tend to happen in the back shocks. In the front, I'm not 100% sure why, but they do. Alright, well, we'll be right back with some more ripping. We're gonna go drive the RC car around a little. Now, it doesn't hit jumps the best. You have to have more steeper jumps. As you've seen in the last video, we're jumping the driveway. Stampede doesn't jump it too good, but another thing that's really nice with the 4x4 is that it comes with these big beefy tires, and it spins rocks like hell. And as you can see, it does flip sometimes. Well, that's alright, that's an easy fix. And I love doing donuts on it. Some things you can make it go faster, like 2S batteries, more pinion gears, and just a bunch of stuff like that. So yeah, there is an upgrade kit with a new, you can get an ESC and a new motor. It's around 250 bucks. I might get that in the future, but as of right now, I don't think I will. But it sure is a fun RC car to rip around. And the brakes are phenomenal. I find the brakes are amazing. Oh, come on. It does roll kind of easy, but the most part, it does pretty good. And another thing is when I went off some jumps, I've nosedived it many times, and this thing is sturdy like hell. It is still super sturdy. It's got really hard plastic, so if you're nosediving it, like I've only nosedived it on grass and stuff like that, but nosediving it on grass is not going to be a problem for this machine. It is built tough, and like I said, if you get those shock caps and that converter so you can plug it into your wall, this will be one of the best setups you can ever get on Traxxas. Now, of course, you got that X-Max and stuff, but buying new batteries and X-Max is like $2,000. This thing's about $400, Still pretty expensive, but it's an amazing toy to just rip around the yard. So.